And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. First pitch moments away, and on the hill, Jeffrey Springs.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Steven Kwan, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground to the left. And it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's Lane Thomas. Check swing, and he held up. Line drive, caught.
There's nothing better than watching a third baseman make great plays like that. You can't just throw anyone out there and hope it works out. That's the hot corner, and it takes a special breed to want to play that position.
Jose Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That's ripped. Base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
He was all over that one. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Now, David Fry.
Ball one, no
pitches
strike.
in the dirt. Ball one.
Pitchers always face a dilemma trying to figure out how to attack this guy. He went with the breaking ball right there, but it feels like that approach might be playing with fire. He loves to go after pitches with a wrinkle in it.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score. Runners at the corners here. One away. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Base hit. One run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. Off the mark there. 1-0.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Fry, the runner at third. Santana at first. One gone. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. One run is in. Headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great
on the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. The throw to second is offline. 1 out. Runner at second. Naylor the next to hit. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. 1 out, and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Kurtz hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And now Will Brennan. That one called a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long. But you got to find a way to shake it off, keep it.
And there's a hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out.
Got him.
Touchdown, and that ends the inning. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Gavin Williams.
with the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
And that misses. Now 2-0. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Jacob Wilson at the plate and takes high there. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, no strike.
And
Ball
another
3.
ball. Just a few pitches in, but not very sharp on the mound in the home half of the first.
Boog, when you can score some runs for your pitcher in that first inning, you really want him to come out and shut that other team down so you guys can get back in the dugout and swing the bats. You've obviously got some hot sticks in the early part of this one.
Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
On a line out towards center. Out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Brent Rooker, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Butler off of first with 2 away. Now a screamer into the outfield. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit. Thomas whips it in quickly. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out. First and second, 2 outs. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. 1 run across, coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Miguel Andujar in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And that's down and away. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
Up and in, 2-2. And that just misses. Runner at second, 2 down. Stays alive. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out. Top of the second. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Springs back to work. That one finds the zone. 1-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Not close with that one. 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side. Kurtz steps on first for the out. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
And he takes a strike. Thomas getting the start in center. 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. This one's got a chance. And it hits the fence. Throws to second. And he's safe. It's a wall ball double. And next will be the cleanup hitter, David Fry. RBI single his last time up. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to
in there safely. 2 outs. That's down and in. A slider missed. Next offering misses down and away. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. He made him pay for that one, and they boost their lead. It's 7-2. Santana in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And there's a ball. 2 outs, base is empty. That one misses. 3-0. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Schneemann in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Luis Urias. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And a base hit up the middle. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Next up for the A's, Shea Langoliers. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That one missed.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
This is J.J. Bleday. First pitch just misses. Line drive. 1 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Butler takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Pitch is in there, and now it's even 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ground ball left side. Ramirez sends it to first, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Gabriel Arias. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Guardians really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They've been delivering when it matters most, batting over .750 with runners in scoring position so far. It's been impressive to watch.
Outside low. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. So a man at first. Bo Naylor at the plate now. A little bit low. Ball 1. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and that's going to bang against the wall. Arias around third. Now a relay to the plate, and he's out. So man aboard. So in now for Cleveland, Will Brennan. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Man at second. Gets a piece and stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. That's in there, and it's 0-1. That one to first. He gets there with the slide, and that's a great play for the out. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And now here is Tyler Soderstrom. And that's in for a strike. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times. So I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. And next is the designated hitter, Brent Rooker. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch, not close.
Looks like he's still trying to find a consistent release point in that curveball. That one just sort of popped out of his hand. No real command and finish to it. It's going to be real important for him to finish that pitch, throw it down in the zone where he wants to, if it's going to be effective for him throughout this game.
And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
1 out, runner at second. And here is Nick Kurtz. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Miguel Andujar. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Now a long throw home. but it's offline. It's 7-3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Urias stands in now and watches strike one.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Andujar on at second with two down. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 7-4.
Back-to-back base hits. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Big swing and a miss. Two runs across in the inning here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
0-2.
That one missing inside.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Next offering misses, and the count is 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put away pitch right here 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. All set for the start of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Lane Thomas. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Ramirez in the box again.
0-1.
Takes a strike. The other way, and out number 1 on the grab.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Fry, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Runner on the go, in the dirt, blocked. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw.
Heads up base running right there.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one. That just misses, and now it's 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. 3-2 on the way. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Anthony Banda gets the ball now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Santana stands in now and watches strike 1. Next pitch is outside. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And now the lefty hit on the ground to the right side. There's one. Out. Back to first. Double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, J.J. Bleday. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You know, these Athletics doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're putting together strong at-bats with good contact, and 5 of their hits have come on the ground. That's a lot of ground ball base hits. And you know we're living in the launch angle era, but today feels like we're being treated to a throwback performance, talking about those ground ball numbers in this one.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 3-2.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
So digging in, Lawrence Butler, 1 for 2.
Counts 1-0.
This one in the dirt. Just missed. High fly ball down the left field line. Kwan sizes this one up, drops into the glove, and there's one down. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. 0 for 2 in this one. In the dirt. Man at first, one away. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Bleday at first, one gone. That's a little bit low.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make the call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Soderstrom now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Ball.
In the dirt. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Nice stop. The feed for 1.
He's out.
What a double play that was. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the shortstop, Daniel Schneemann. Schneemann measures 6 feet even, 28 years old. Usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. That's outside. And the count even 1-1.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Zips it across. 1 up, 1 down. Gabriel Arias getting ready to hit.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
One down, base is empty. Popped up first base side. Kurtz under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one back up the middle and it gets through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch and he'll see another. Squirts away a little bit. Goes to second. Save! And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Man on second, 2 down. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that's the 3rd out. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Jacob Junis. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. So up next, Nick Kurtz.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 2.
0-2.
And that one missing low. Got him swinging. Miguel Andujar digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Urias in the box now. No balls and a strike. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. That is the inning. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Banda back to work. On the ground right side. And that one handled. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Lane Thomas now. 1 for 3. That one misses. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
In there at the knees for a strike. In the air, left field. Soderstrom makes the grab. 2 away now. Now it's Jose Ramirez. A switch hitter batting right. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swinging a foul straight back. On the ground to first, Kurtz. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 6th. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these A's, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Close
Nope,
one,
that's the ball.
doesn't get the call. 2 and
2-1,
1.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Grounds one to short. Schneemann. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That one fouled off. And that's in the dirt. And the count is 1-2. Liner, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field. And
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.